batters in particular have not assessed the conditions particularly well. Malanta did. When someone bowled a good delivery, he was able to manipulate the ball, get it away for ones, the odd two. When someone presented a poor delivery, he knocked it out the ground. He's been the one batter that has stood out so far, but it's early days in the competition. There's plenty of time.
Well, from one left-handed batter to another, Shikhar Dhawan, I'll tell you what, everyone's out here to see how Gabbar performs today at the Tribhuvan University International Cricket Stadium. He'll be really wanting to go out there and entertain the fans.
Well, I mean, I've been watching Shikhar for many years, you know, during the Indian Premier League. And he's performed all over the world at the international arena, and he is revered all over the world. So it's no surprise the reception that he got here in Nepal. But you would be better informed about what type of a player and what he would bring to a team.
Oh, he's a destructive batter, destroyer. We've seen it as well. And more turned out to see him on day one, and they really enjoyed having a quick look of one of the most famous superstars here in Nepal as well.
Just quickly on that, you know, the nice thing about what we saw with Shikhar Dhawan there is his integration with the local people. These people have spent a lot of money to come and watch him. It's important that the overseas players that come here, that they integrate themselves, that they're friendly to these fans. It's not only just coming here, hitting a few balls, bowling a couple. You've got to showcase who you are as a professional.
Oh, absolutely. That's a very valid point you made, actually. Just about mix around with the crowd and also give them the feel of what it is like to be amongst them and with them as well. We'll talk about Shikhar Dhawan. We'll talk about his numbers as well. A stalwart for Indian cricket as a top order batter in IPL as well. Look at those numbers. A strike rate under 130, close to 2,000 runs, 11 50s, 68 matches, the best of 92 versus West Indies. These are his international stats. Of course, you add the domestic stats, and they'll be going right up.
And an all-3 format player. I mean, I know we're focusing on Q1, but he has certainly accelerated. So maybe his T20 stats were around about the 115 when he first started. Then it got up to 140. But that's his entire T20 career, 335 games. I mean, that's an enormous amount of cricket games. So he's got that experience as well. That strike rate is still pretty similar to what it was in the international arena. That right-hand column, 200s. To get 100 in T20 cricket, that takes some doing.
Yeah, and he's made it look very easy as well when he gets going. Bowlers and fielders need to run for cover because he plays a very, very fearless brand of cricket. Of course, it's not going to be a one-man show. HD, Karnali Yeks certainly have a lot of star value, led by a mercurial Sompal Kami as well, who's done the hard yards for Nepal cricket for many years.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of Sompal Kami. I mean, I saw a little bit of him during the Asian Games. You would have seen a lot. You've been coming here quite a lot, haven't you?
Yeah, he does open the bowling for Nepal consistently. He's a very fine all-rounder, and I feel he can do much more justice with his batting as well. And it'll be interesting to see how he really utilizes his batting prowess in the NPL. Maybe just promote himself so that he could give himself a better opportunity. We'll take a look at his numbers. 74 matches, 70 wickets, a best of 3 for 20. That's against Hong Kong. That's for his national colours. But I'll tell you what, this man has been the longest serving cricketer, and he was part of the Nepal team for many years as well. So a lot will bank on his experience and versatility as well.
His domestic numbers, his domestic T20 numbers are very similar as well, in that the economy rate of just over 7, that's exceptional. If you are under 8, you are in that exceptional category as far as bowling.
Does that give an idea of how things teams think? HD?
Yeah, I think that a lot of sides like to chase. They like to know what the number is. More often than not now we're seeing teams win the toss and they chase. I'm still very old school. I don't mind having a little bit of bat first because I think scoreboard pressure is a wonderful, wonderful thing. But you can't go get 111. You've got to go get 160. You get 160 plus here, that's real pressure if you're going to chase that down.
You need to give your bowlers some cushion as well to defend. Of course, the toss has always been a very important factor. And once again, both the captains in Anil Shah and Sompal Kami are standing alongside Andrew Leonard for the all-important toss for match number 3.
Everyone, time for the toss here now at the TU International Cricket Ground. We've got the table-topping Janakpur bolts in action, taking on the Karnali Yeks. The key man in the middle, Anil Kumar Shah, Sompal Kami, Mr. Mohammed Shafiq, the can match referee. Anil, I think you've got the coin. Give it a toss. Tails is called, and it comes down as a tail. Sompal, you won the toss. What are you going to do, and why?
Bat first, because wicket looks good to bat, and my target is set a good target on the board, and I know our bowler is best.
There's a tradition of captains winning the toss and bowling first. Batting first, do you feel you're putting your team under some pressure there?
No, it's opportunity to set a good target on the board and dominate other team.
Been a lot of talk around town, isn't there? Because there's a certain man here, the second highest run scorer in IPL history. How great is it to have Shikhar Dhawan here?
We are so grateful to have Shikhar Dhawan in our team, in Nepal also.
Okay, fine. Well, as we can hear from the crowd, they're enjoying it too. Just give me a little bit of your team news today, your bowling lineup potentially.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We have a few left-hand spinner, leg spinner, and as you know, Sompal Kami as a pace bowler. Also there, and Kulsan Jha, and Nandan as well from Australian guy.
And Sompal Dai, ever charismatic. Good to see you at the toss. Interesting decision. decision from Sampal Kami choosing to win the toss and bat first. Anil, what would you have done? Are you happy with that decision?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I wanted to bowl first, and we got this.
Tell us about the win 2 days ago. It was pretty much the perfect performance.
Yeah, it's good to start with the winning side, and everyone contributed with their bat also, like Lahiru and Hurst played really well. So looking at that, we wanted to chase this game as well.
Final question: any changes to your starting 11 today?
Yeah, there is 2 changes. Nisam comes in in place of Ben, and Sermala comes in place of Armiko.
Looking forward to seeing Jimmy Nishan. Best of luck to your team today. Okay, that is the news from the toss. Maybe a bit of a surprise. Sampal Kami, he's won the toss. He's chosen to bat first.
Nisham, the New Zealand all-rounder, comes in at the expense of the Englishman Ben Mike Harshnacker's got some good form. Lahira Malanta's got some good form. But I tell you who I thought was really impressive was Mohoto with his 2 for 18.
The second, what do you make of the surface and approach?
It is a little bit tricky. It's a little bit on the slow side. And we just started to see later towards the back end of the second innings, we started to see the ball start to spin a little. You've already mentioned Zishan Maksud. So maybe the ball will start to spin. But again, that means with it being a little bit difficult, a little bit on the slow side, 200 is not the aim. 160, that's the aim.
Oh, well, this is an amphitheater. It's an arena. And with Shikhar Dhawan also getting ready and padded up, you can just about sense the roar in the Tribhuvan University International Cricket Ground. Excitement is reaching sky high. And I must admit that this match will certainly garner a lot of attention. It's Monday afternoon, but it's a packed house. It's a full house, and we can feel the vibe and the incredible atmosphere as well.
Yeah, well, don't ask me to make a prediction because I got the last one wrong. I'm still absolutely fascinated by the love of cricket in this part of the world. I'd heard about it, but I'd never really believed it, and now I've seen it with my own eyes, and it's absolutely fantastic. And I hope that they get thoroughly entertained, not only today, but the rest of the tournament.
Well, HD, see it, feel it, because the fans are going to flaunt it. That's how it's going to be. But watch out for the Janakpur Poles. They put a very good bowling effort, and it's going to be very, very important how they shape up today as well. The momentum is with them, and they'll be eager to make it 2-2. So much to look forward to, and we're all set for live action. It's over to the commentators.
Well, sincere thanks to both Mikkhail, Vaswani and HD Ackerman. We'd just like to correct HD on one thing. I didn't predict a Kathmandu win. That was all him. All on the great man. But the atmosphere, the anticipation is palpable. Just listen to that. So good to see one of India's all-time greats. The famous nickname Gabbar. He is here. 34 tests with 700s, 167 ODIs and 68 T20Is for India. Playing with Delhi, with